When you open an entry-level field position, the problem isn't finding people. It's that the sheer volume of applications can immediately collapse under their own weight. For field sales, seasonal crews, and high-volume staffing agencies, company growth has a strict speed limit. You can only expand as fast as you can put qualified people into the field. A traditional pipeline on the left attracts 50 targeted resumes. A volume-dependent pipeline on the right needs 500 applications for 20 hires. Applying the traditional model here seizes the system. A human team cannot manually process 500 people. In high-turnover, scale-driven industries, relying on a human being to execute the very first round of candidate screening is a structural point of failure. It creates a bottleneck that directly caps your revenue. That bottleneck creates specific revenue leaks. The immediate loss happens through slow response times. In volume hiring, the first company to reply to an applicant is usually the one that hires them. Then there's the operational tax. Highly paid managers are forced to pull themselves out of the field to spend hours conducting initial interviews, only to discover in the first 5 minutes that the applicant doesn't have a driver's license or refuses to work weekends. This friction compounds. Hiring managers get overwhelmed, leading to missed inbound phone calls, unreturned text messages, and highly qualified candidates simply going cold and taking jobs elsewhere. This forces a decision. At what specific volume of applicants do you stop paying humans to answer the phone and read every single form? The hesitation, of course, is quality control. If you automate the intake, can a software system accurately qualify these candidates? Or will it aggressively screen out the exact people you need? Answering that requires looking at the actual mechanics of an automated platform like Akiva Recruiting and understanding the core trade-off. You are giving up a bespoke, conversational human touch in exchange for ruthless, automated velocity. Akiva Recruiting operates in 3 phases, starting with a 24/7 omni-channel intake net. Instead of directing candidates to a static email address, the system captures them wherever they originate. It answers inbound phone calls, processes QR code scans from physical flyers, captures data from landing pages, and fields replies from outbound text campaigns. This process scorecard tracks the outcomes and trade-offs of the software. In this first phase, the immediate outcome is continuous data capture. Because the software operates around the clock, missed inbound inquiries drop to 0. The trade-off is that the burden of initial engagement shifts entirely to the applicant. They're forced to interact with a digital-first, automated system rather than speaking to a welcoming receptionist. This stage sacrifices white-glove hand-holding. It is optimized strictly for total, unblinking top-of-funnel capture. Once the candidate is in the system, they move into the most critical phase, automated screening. The second row of our scorecard outlines the scoring logic. Internal teams program IVA with role-specific questions to verify availability, physical location, past experience, and motivation. The outcome here is a pre-qualified candidate scorecard. The system automatically flags red flags, like a suspended license for a driving role, and scores the candidate's fit before a hiring manager ever sees their name. The trade-off is the inherent rigidity of standardized scoring algorithms. Software lacks human nuance. This rigidity successfully prevents completely unqualified applicants from taking up space on your calendar, but you accept the risk that the system might aggressively filter out a borderline edge case candidate, someone who answers a text prompt poorly but might have performed brilliantly in a face-to-face interview. The objective of this screening phase is not to carefully uncover a hidden unicorn candidate. The goal is to ruthlessly disqualify the wrong candidates to protect your hiring manager's operational hours. The candidates who pass the automated screening are immediately pushed into the final workflow, interview booking and pipeline management. On the final row of the scorecard, we see the end result. Hiring managers arrive at work to find a clean, organized pipeline. Their calendars are populated with scheduled, high-fit candidates, each attached to a contextual summary of their screening answers. If a candidate fails to appear for that scheduled interview, the system instantly triggers an automated no-show recovery sequence, attempting to re-engage and reschedule them without manual follow-up. The trade-off for this scheduled convenience is strict calendar compliance. Hiring managers must maintain perfectly synced digital schedules. You lose the ability to manage your day on physical sticky notes or make ad hoc scheduling decisions. The software needs total access to your availability to function. This entire 3-phase automation sequence only succeeds if your internal management team fully trusts and submits to the automated pipeline tracking. Let's map these capabilities against real-world business models to see exactly where Aviva belongs and where it doesn't. This quadrant chart plots role complexity against applicant volume. These two metrics dictate if automated screening is appropriate. In the bottom left, low volume, high specialization, we have the avoid zone. Corporate executives and highly specialized engineers do not fit this tool. Those positions require highly personalized, human-led nurturing from the first interaction. Applying rigid automation here will alienate top talent. The Aviva zone sits in the top right quadrant, high volume and standardized roles. This is where door-knocking companies, solar sales, seasonal crews, staffing agencies, and franchise operators live. The roles have clear, binary requirements, and the volume of applicants is overwhelming. Aviva is not designed to replace final human judgment. It is a highly specialized industrial filtration system built exclusively to handle massive applicant pools. Ultimately, Aviva pays for itself through two specific mechanisms: dramatically reducing the time to hire and automatically recovering candidate no-shows that would otherwise be lost revenue. For field teams and volume-heavy operations, faster candidate screening directly unlocks revenue growth. But there is a caveat. This operational efficiency only materializes if your business actually generates enough top-of-funnel applicant volume to feed the machine. If you have the volume, Aviva's value is in eliminating the noise. It lets your managers stop chasing applicants and focus entirely on closing. Automation is a powerful scaling engine. Just remember that it is a tool built for managing abundance, not a cure for a lack of applicants.